actually, how about this? Let me go let me go like one step further. Bro, I really hope the person that I'm talking about doesn't watch this shit, because that'll be awkward as fuck. But there used to be like this one girl that I really enjoyed speaking to.
Are you two a couple? Yes. Would you mind telling us the story of how you met?
Oh. I used to supervise train operations in Grand Central Terminal.
You know, it's funny, whenever you approach strangers and they're first like, what do you want? And they're like, how did you guys meet? They're like, oh, I got a good one for you. Oh.
I used to supervise train operations in Grand Central Terminal in New York. And I had an office in the track area that had one-way glass through it. And one day she got off the train and I saw her coming up to the platform. I was looking through my one-way glass. So the next day I put the train on the same track so I could see her again.
Yo, pause for a few seconds. Yeah. Pause, because I can't make it pause. Yo, that's gangster. That's gangster. So the barman was literally like, hey yo, let me make sure that specifically this train operates in such a way so I get shorty again. Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say that surely it disturbs the traffic flow in some way, but at the same time, bro, gotta respect the hustle.
Just watch it a little bit more and then we talk about it.
Sure.
Same track so I could see her again. Then I did it a third time. And then she wasn't on that train, so I put the next train on that track until finally I was putting every train on that track to make sure I got it. So one day she came up, got close to the one-way glass and saw me inside and smiled. And the next day I went out and introduced myself.
How long ago was that?
That was 30 years ago.
20 years ago.
Did you know when you met that he had...
It doesn't mean that they met when they were young. It just means that they met old.
Makes sense.
They were already old. 20 years ago. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was 30 years ago.
20 years ago.
Did you know when you met that he had been doing this with the trains?
No, and in fact, I didn't know it for a few months. I had no idea.
So the next time somebody changes your gate on your plane, just trying to get a date, that's all.
What was your reaction when you first found out that he had been messing with your trains to get a date?
I thought, Jesus Christ. I mean, it was very unusual.
Could you have gotten in trouble for doing that?
No, I was in charge.
Gangster.
Can I just say, no, I was in charge. I was like, and that's why I said like, you said like there could have been some congestion. I mean, I guess yes, there could have been, but also he was in charge,
bro,
so that's what I wanted to get.
When you're the guy at the top, it don't mean shit. So
exactly,
it's okay.
Exactly.
So it's okay. I guess.
So anyway, this was the first story pretty much, and I'm just trying to run it through just quickly.
I'm going to $5. Big investment.
Is this how you remember it?
No, that is not how we met.
She'll be alright. It's my baby. How do you remember how you two met?
We met, I was sitting in the diner with my family, and we were having breakfast at the church, and he offered to pay the bill for my entire family.
Again, just remember this, please. And all I wanted to say is you can watch this personally on your own. But the main point that Abba brings up is the fact that the way that all of these people met is creepy. I want to ask you, how?
No, like
exactly.
I guess not. I mean, maybe they're a bit different than what I would go for. Like, I guess my boring ass would just try to either chat up game or swipe endlessly on dating apps and realize that it doesn't work.
That's exactly what Preach was saying. He was like, it's because this is how people used to meet. It is weird now because people don't do this anymore because they have apps. But
yeah, no,
it didn't used to be weird.
Nah, absolutely not. Like, bro, how did people meet way back in the day? They spoke to each other. Whether it was the smoothest interaction, that's a whole different story. But
very true.
In terms of, was it practical? I mean, clearly, they survived.
Can I just say... Okay, can I just say that Abba's counterpoint to this was like, it's only not creepy when you are also attracted to that person the same way that they're attracted to you. And I can say that, I can see that in a way.
I see.
But I'm more on Preach's side, as I usually am, on this one. I'm more on Preach's side.
So
In the main
here's what I'll say is like, obviously and naturally, when people are not attracted to you and they try to like flirt / do something that you know there's an intention behind,
yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, I want to say most of the time you know when there's intention. You have like a sixth sense for it. Do you know what I mean? Like you feel it. Girls more so than guys, but guys can also have like the feeling that okay, like she's
guys can develop it.
No, I think yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
so, anyways.
Thank you.
point. Let's throw that.
I was like, don't argue with me on this. Trust me.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
Like I said, it's not the way that I would do it, but I can see how it's done. And again, back to that whole thing of people having a sixth sense. You're gonna feel a bit, like, I know what you're trying to do, and please stop because I don't want none of that.
Yes.
Like that's the vibe. And that's the only reason that it's creepy. But I wouldn't say it's creepy, it's just you shot your shot and you failed.
Exactly.
You're not gonna have a 100% success rate.
You shot and you missed, it's fine. It's fine. At least you gain EXP. The gamer in me was speaking.
God damn, and I remember you were telling me that you don't want us to turn into the gaming people, but here we are. It's slowly but surely taking us. We have Batman in the background as we speak, and soon we're gonna have DMC3. Stay tuned for that shit.
Yeah.
It all goes down the toilet.
Listen, it is part of our CV, of our curriculum vitae. We have gaming in our blood right now. But anyway, all that I wanted to say is that I believe that we have made it so there are some things that you can't say are not creepy, such as following someone for a mile or so just to see them. That is creepy.
No, that's mental. That's mental.
But wait.
If you,
let's just say,
pause. If you walk on foot and you follow someone a mile to see them, nah, that's stranger danger.
And you don't approach them, that makes it creepy. Like you should like, hey,
and especially I feel like if I'm a guy, I'm gonna feel uneasy. If anyone follows
if you're a girl, you feel threatened.
Yeah, if you're a girl, you feel like that's knocking. Johnny?
Yeah.
So there you go.
And there's no blame on that now. But there was one thing that someone mentioned. I think was it Abba, was it Preach? I don't remember. By the way, quote unquote shout out. It's not much of a shout out from us coming, but these are amazing guys. I like them.
The goats, the OGs.
Yeah, that's very true. But one thing that he was saying is that that Abba was saying in a bit of a side note was that he used to take a bus specifically because there was this girl on that bus, and he said that I can say that yes, that was creepy on my side, but it worked.
Can I keep it 100?
Yes, go for it.
I used to do that shit as well.
Listen, can I just say, I don't actually think it's creepy. It's creepy if you stalk them.
I'm not gonna
if you
lie,
just get the same bus.
I definitely think it's now, but at the time, I was like, eh. And actually, how about this? Let me go let me go like one step further. Bro, I really hope the person that I'm talking about doesn't watch this shit, because that would be awkward as fuck. But there used to be like this one girl that I really enjoyed speaking to, and I could either take the bus to like a certain station, which would take longer, or I could walk with her up until that point. I used to walk with her on purpose. There you go. It is what it is. So, anyway, bro, I beg that doesn't happen. Moving on. So, the point being is that I feel like the more you escalate the madness, the creepier it gets. So for example, I feel like if you take the same bus because like a certain girl takes the same bus, I don't think that's a problem. But then say for example, taking the same journey, following her to her place, and then you go back home, that's mad. Like
listen, that is stalker territory. That's different. That is completely different on my side. So I guess that the reason why I wouldn't say it's creepy is because I consider intention a lot. And if you're trying to like muster up the courage to go and approach that girl or that guy, it can come from either side. Like it is not creepy as long as it's like you're trying to progress. But if you have like some sort of demented pleasure from just watching them from afar, no, that is creepy. That is creepy.
That's like some weird shit. That's like some weird shit.
Exactly.
That's some weird shit.
Like,
but yeah, it's. No, I think creepiness comes from just you doing something that is just completely outlandish. That's where I think the creepy element comes in. And just people meeting yeah, like the scenario is not ideal. It's not like you walk up to them, you chat
But
them
when
up,
will
you
it
leave.
be ideal? If
Yeah,
you
exactly.
all wait
So
for
it's
the
like-
ideal scenario, nothing would be done in the world, man.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not always gonna be ideal. It's not always gonna be the classic guy walks up to girl, gets her phone number, going back. Sometimes it's they meet up in a skate park, they fucking clash into each other. It's like, ow, are you okay? No, yes, I'm
Yeah.
fine. What's your name? So on and so forth. Like sometimes that shit happens. Or
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes you specifically get into that skateboard parking because you like her. That's the other one.
And again, like, would you say that's creepy? Because I wouldn't.
Can't say
I really wouldn't.
Nope.
I
Not
would
really.
say that's just like, I'm interested, and there we go. Like, we just happen to share something that we both like. Or, I don't like, but you know what? I like her, maybe I like this sport too. And
And
then
I
figure
have
out, you know what?
definitely
No, I'm
heard that
breaking my
story
legs.
before. I've definitely heard that story before, Khala. Like someone picking up a specific hobby because you know that the girl you're crushing on also does
Yeah.
the same thing. I've heard that story
I don't
before.
think it's creepy. I don't think it's creepy.
No.
And just as a little bit of a side note, because I kind of like a part of me slowly died before when you mentioned it. Sometimes you can even get a girl's number and it still goes to nothing.
Okay, so for the people that don't know the story, homeboy Dennis over here, he managed, like, I'm pretty sure a girl
Dennis has no
dead
game.
ass.
Let's
I'm
just
pretty sure,
establish
no,
this.
I'm pretty sure a girl dead ass gave you her phone number. I almost
Yes.
want to say that that's 100%, and you somehow managed to not do anything with that. Brother,
I mean-
think about it this way: people out here are dying for anything. If like them getting a number is like being given food on a silver platter and with dessert afterwards. Pause.
Stab
But
after
anyways,
stab and the wound gets deeper. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but like I definitely feel like I have to like do the put the
Jesus
sword
Christ.
in, put the sword in, twist it a little bit, just to make sure that you never do that again.
Listen,
Just to make sure.
it's not like I didn't try, okay? It just didn't work out. And
What,
sometimes
wait,
it happens.
did you actually do anything with that phone number? Did you call back? Did you text?
Oh, I texted, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're not that bad. Thank God. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay,
Then she
but-
ignored me for like a week, then answered, we met up, we realized we have nothing in common, I didn't text back. Anyway,
Okay, so basically, alright, got it. I mean, no, that's actually not as bad. Okay, I take that back. You're good. I thought
Listen,
you didn't even
so-
try. Like, if you. If
oh
you
no,
didn't,
I
great, that's
tried.
fine.
The issue is that it took like months, at least 2 months before we actually met up. Oh boy.
Brother,
Anyway,
oh man, okay.
so that's why I brought it back to Dennis has no game, and let's just leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that.
But
Creepiness only, like, I think these interactions are only creepy because you're not in the like you're not yourself in that moment. Do you know what I mean? Like
yes,
from the outside, something might seem a bit weird, but then whilst
Yes.
those people are within that moment, they might not think of it that way. Do you know?
yeah, and that is something that Preach actually mentioned. That listen, the one who has the right to say it's creepy is the person that receives that experience. Such as, you cannot say that I was creepy, it's the other person that must say that person was creepy. Or there can't be the public saying, oh yeah, that guy was creepy for trying to hit up on her. Like, if the other person doesn't think it's creepy, it wasn't creepy. And
Yeah,
I
pretty
90%, 99% agree with him. But also there are some things which some people might say, you know, no, it wasn't creepy that he did that. But objectively speaking, it would be. For example, there is this movie on Netflix called You. I couldn't stand to finish the first episode just because of how creepy the guy was.
Oh yeah, the guy, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it the guy that literally just looks through a mirror at someone?
Yes!
Is it or sort of
Yes.
window? Yeah.
He was literally a stalker. I got goosebumps as I was watching the first episode. I was like, no, this thing is not for me. And I saw so many girls saying, oh, he was so cute, so romantic. I'm like, excuse me? What?
Bro,
That
these are
guy
the same-
was what?
No. These are the
Yes.
same. These are the same chicks that were falling heads and heels over Ted Bundy. These are the
Yeah.
same chicks that
You must put a
there
picture
was
with
this-
him and explain a little bit what he was. That
Bro,
Bundy.
there was this one guy that I'm pretty sure he was like some sort of really good looking guy in prison. My man was receiving love letters from women outside of the prison, and then a billionaire's daughter got into a relationship with him, got him a modeling contract, and got him out of jail.
Yeah.
Same vibe. Bruh. Mental.